Amanda, let me start with you. Do you feel like this represents a fracture between Trump and Boris?
Dan, I've got to tell you, I don't really care about Donald Trump's views on our green policy. I think the bigger question in this is, will Donald Trump be capable of being president in 2 years' time when he'll be almost as old as Biden is, a guy who can't even read an auto cue? But I'm slightly more concerned, I did a little bit of research on this, that, you know, if you look back, I'm really worried about Donald Trump's hair, because he's hardly got any hair left. And you have to go back to...
What?
Donald Trump's got hardly any hair left. Did you not notice in those...
No, it looks...
It is all airbrushed.
Oh,
it is all
it looked
completely
quite
fake.
thick.
And there has not been... And this is a serious political point, Dan.
Yes, OK.
Excuse me. I am a serious journalist, and I have to say here, there has not been the last bald president was Eisenhower, and that was more than half a century ago. So Donald does not stand a chance.
That doesn't look bald to me, Amanda. That doesn't look bald to me, and I'm a man very concerned about follicles, let me tell you.
Sorry, you guys, you know, you're generous about other blokes. That guy's going to have no hair in 3 years. Can't win.
Albie Amankona, take it away.
So, first of all, Dan, I just want to challenge something which you said in your digest. Because you said that Biden won the election by a slim margin, when actually he won the same electoral college as Trump did in 2016. And I think what we all need to be is, we all need to be pro-democracy. And Trump lost the election. And I think he showed no contrition, and he accepted no responsibility for that electoral loss. He accepted no responsibility for what happened at Capitol Hill. 5 people died. And, you know, I could have accepted Trump running again had he just accepted that he'd lost that election. But he tried to subvert democracy in one of the world's greatest liberal democracies, and I think that is a chilling prospect that he might run again.
And, Daisy, he's not going to accept it, is he? Because Trump, you could tell, was not into Nigel's suggestion that actually he should just put the past to the past and focus on the future. He wasn't down for that.
I think one of the problems is he's so invested in that story. He's been living and breathing it for so long that he can't get himself. He's addicted to that story and that narrative. And his very, very loyal supporters are also addicted to that story. But, of course, as you said and as Nigel Farage was saying, that doesn't broaden. It doesn't work with the rest of the electorate because everybody else is bored of that. And, you know, as Albie was saying, Capitol Hill riots were appalling. And he started to say, Donald Trump started to say, oh, you know, it's all Antifa and all the rest of it, which, again, is something he's been saying again and again. Never mentions the Proud Boys anymore, who are worse than that. Antifa is not nice. Don't get me wrong. I'm not. They have a lot to answer for. But he constantly goes on about Antifa, but never about the Proud Boys, who are worse in many, many aspects.
Yeah, but I don't think blaming Trump for the violence on what happened at the Capitol on January the 6th is fair, personally. I don't.
Yes, but when he constantly brings up Antifa, he is entering into that argument and he is trying to blame other people, which I think is wrong. And on the green energy thing, a lot of what he says doesn't add up. When he was going on and on about how birds die because of wind farms, when you look at the statistics on that, what he claims isn't true. And that is a problem with quite a lot of what Donald Trump says. When you unpick it or when you challenge it, some of these things crumble. Having said that, I can completely see him coming back, and I think that's because the Democrats are doing a bad job. And it's there for him, you know, to...
There for the taking.
It's there for the taking.
It's there for the taking. And a lot of voters, as I said in my digest, have real buyer's remorse, especially independents, you know, who really did move away from Trump in big numbers to Biden, and independents very critical in a lot of the swing states. Amanda, look, can I just ask you, please, can you just put the hairline to one side? Let's just
That's what he did.
The hair talk, just for one moment. Because, Amanda, let's just be real. If Trump runs in the Republican primary, he gets the nomination, doesn't he? This is down to him. This is his party now.
Dan, do you really, really think that's going to happen?
I think it might.
Look, he's a powerful political force. He's a bit like Boris in that he has an incredible electoral momentum. He's seen as a winner by his supporters. I just don't think America's going to vote in another guy who's about to turn 80 and can't even read the auto cue. I mean, I just don't think it's going to happen. I think they're going to revert to a younger leader. I think Trump could be a kingmaker, but I don't think he'll ever be the king again.
No, but Albie, the point that I'm making is that if he wants the Republican nomination, he's got it. Obviously, the actual general could be a lot closer.
I think he could very easily get the Republican nomination, but I agree with Amanda. He could either... I actually agree and disagree with Amanda. He could be the king if he wants to be the king, but I think he could also be the kingmaker. He was speaking a lot about the endorsements and lots of Republican sort of wannabe politicians coming up to him and asking for endorsements from him, because actually, if they get an endorsement from Trump and his base votes for them, they're going to get in office. So Trump really has a lot of power within the Republican Party, and we can never count him out of an election, I don't think.